Good morning all, day 13. 2 days up. We are 2 days up our sleeve now. So we gained an extra day yesterday by skipping up to Bollard campsite. Legs are a little bit flat today, but that's alright. We've got to roll out 26. We're going past the caravan resort, which Hume and Hovell list as one of their campsites. Sorry, I'm not paying $180 for a campsite for one night where literally I will be dragging water out of the Murray, and that's all. I will not be using their facilities, so why would I? So there is a campground about 3 k's further up after that. It's not listed on Hume and Hovell's, but it is a campground. So before I get there, I will find water, because I don't think they have water there. I'll be surprised. I think it's just a clearing. There's no shelter or anything. It's just space, which is fine. I only need space for a tent. So I'll look to pick up water in any part of the second half of the day, I think, and then just sort of camel water home. At least have enough. I know if I have all 3 bottles full, that will tide me over through a night and into... Hello, Mr. Wallaby. Can you see him over there? No, he's gone. Lots of the wallabies everywhere. Don't like to stick around, not like kangaroos who watch you. Wallabies bugger off as fast as they can. So we can survive with just under 3 litres of water. And if I had to, I could also fill up the bladder, which is a 2 litre bladder, with dirty water, and have 5 litres if I wanted to do that. But I haven't felt the need on this trail. This trail hasn't been short of water. It's the one good thing about it, and it's the one giant benefit it has over the Great North Walk, was you could die of bloody dehydration on the Great North Walk. Here, no, there's water everywhere. There's plenty of it. So that's the plan. We'll get to that campsite and then just deal with what we've got. Whatever cards are dealt, we'll deal with it. Today's mainly down, so we were up high still on a range up the top there. I'd like to point out 0 condensation in my tent. Being up on a range like that, away from water, 0 condensation. It's the first time on the trip I've been able to hop out, take my gear out, and just pull the tent straight down and fold up the ground sheet. The towel did not have to be used to wipe anything down, and none of that. So I mean, that saved me a bucket of time. That would have saved me 20-25 minutes just so I didn't have to go through that chore. So swapping arms, getting tired. Over you go. So that was great. I was really happy with that. I'm hoping the same will be. I hope tonight will be the same, because again, from what I gather, there's not a creek anywhere nearby. It's away from all water, so hopefully there will be no condensation or minimal condensation, so save myself some time in the morning. But I sort of just rolled on this morning. It was probably the easiest day to pack up and get going out of all the days was today. And I was able to sit and enjoy my coffee, which I usually don't. I just take sips of it in between packing up, mainly to get myself warm. Well, last night wouldn't have dropped below 10. There's no way it would have dropped below 10. It was warm all last night. I had my arms out of my quilt a couple of times because I was too warm. And when I checked this morning, it was 14. When I went to bed, it was 15. So it couldn't have got too much lower than that. It wouldn't have gone single figures. There's no way. So, and I didn't even put. I've been wearing my rain pants over my long johns that I have for sleeping in for ages now. It's hardly, I can't remember, maybe the first couple of nights. I think I started doing it at Log Bridge, so that was like the third campsite in, so I've been doing it since then. I didn't do it last night. I did not feel the need. I didn't wear my merino buff. Just did not need to worry about it. And I'm not wearing my puffy. If you can see, lately you would have seen me in a puffy when we were doing this. So I just packed the puffy straight into the bag today. Did not remotely need it. And we're back to situation normal. Here we go. This one's gonna be this being up and around. I think this one today. My want to play in a jungle gym of the fallen trees has waned a bit the last few days after coming out of Mundaroo. That was very tiresome doing all that, so we'll just bush around here. And that's only a branch. That is seriously just a branch of this tree behind us. And he wiped out another tree totally. Yeah, that's just a branch, guys, of that one there. He's decimated that tree that was right next to the trail. So I'll let you look at the trail while I'm gathering junk. Alright, so today, it's already 16 now. I'm really a bit worried about what the temperature is going to be today. I have had a 28 on trail, which was horrible, and then a 27, which was equally horrible. So yesterday was great. Yesterday was around the 21, 22 and had enough cloud to save us. Didn't help the solar charging, but definitely helped my charging. So, but today, looking up, there's not a cloud in the sky right now. There's nothing. So we may be in for a cloudless hot day. Let's see. So we've got 26 today, so I'd actually like to roll the 26 out quite quick. And even if I do get to camp, I mean it's 26, so it's not going to be midday. It's more likely going to be around the 2 o'clock mark. 2 o'clock mark I'll take today, because I will then concentrate on just solar charging everything, because I've got, after today, 2 more days. If I can get some power bank's about half down now. That's a 20 amp hour. She's about half down. But if I can get to camp and then have effectively all my gadgets charged up off solar and some into the bank, then I'm pretty for the next 2 days. I don't have to worry about it. I don't even have to get the solar out if I don't want to, then I'll be easy. So that's the aim. They are shooting, they've been shooting all night. When I got to camp at 6, you could hear gunshots. The sounds, now it's not a lot of gunshots. They're quite spaced out apart. So I'd assume I'd assume they're shooting long range shots, just using scopes and whatnot and taking their time. It's been happening all night. I slept with my loops in. I actually went to bed with my iTunes on. That was great. Oh man, put my iTunes on, I just flaked out straight away. I assume it was about 8, bit after 8 when I went to sleep. I only woke up when my iTunes stopped around 11, because it was a playlist that goes for about 2.5. And then I put my loops in so I didn't have to listen to the bangs or the possums screeching at each other. So there's a bit of that. So that was I wonder what they're shooting. I know full well in Kosciuszko it's all wild animals, all the feral animals, so horses, boars, goats, all those sorts of things. I mean, I saw a goat 2 days ago. You could have put a saddle on it. It was as big as a horse. Oh my gosh, he was a big boy. You could have definitely ridden him a long way. Big sucker. So I assume they're doing something here. I haven't seen any horse manure anywhere, so it can't be horses this year. It must be, yeah, it must be boars. There are signs for foxes and wild dogs, so there might be a bit of that as well. Oh, there goes a skippy away. That's the first time I've heard the shooting. When I was up the very top of Kosciuszko before Thomas Boyd, there was a lot of 1080 in those plastic shell pools that you can buy for little kids, the little blue shells. They had a pile of that out, and what they do is they usually bury the 1080 underneath loose stuff, so it's like they're using hay or something up there. So, you know, the foxes or the wild dogs will scratch underneath it to eat it, because the 1080 is really stinky, like rotting flesh. So that's what they would have been doing there. And that was up there at Kosciuszko with Thomas Boyd, and then again it was again up in Kosciuszko above the Badong Hut. So they are doing a fair bit, and there are plenty of signs pointing out that they've put 1080 down very recently for wild dogs and foxes, so we will see. So that's where I'm going. The Bownah Road campsite is where I'm going to go to. So they're telling me it's 16.1 away. Alright. The tree's only 73 to go, people. Alright. So we cross the road here. We'll cross the road. Oh, we've got to look at it up here. Yeah. It's a nice little quiet road, eh? Alright. See, there's a sign there, wild dog activity. So maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they're shooting wild dogs if they see them, which would mean they would have to be using scopes, because they'd pick them up pretty early, the dogs, and bugger off. So there must be a bit here. I've only seen it down the south end of the walk. I didn't see anything about wild dogs up the north end. It was only baiting for foxes, is what they were talking about up there. Down here, it's both foxes and wild dogs. Alright. Going to the Woomagama National Park. Now I'm about to start climbing, which means that's where I leave you, because I don't like huffing and puffing and holding a camera. Alright. catch you all later. See ya. Hey everyone, so here we are again on a unscheduled extension. I was going to stay at the Bowner campsite, the rest area, but there was a guy there who was super sketchy and his dog just wanted to eat me, so I figured that wasn't going to make for a restful night or sleep, so let's keep going. So the calculations I had in my diary were based on going to the caravan park. That was before I realised they were trying to skimp me for a lot of cash, so I changed it to the rest area back there. The difference was 7 kilometres. Tomorrow was supposed to be a 21k day, working off that same spot back there. So 21 will take off the 7. Alright, that means I've got what? About 14 k's. There's no chance of me getting my solar up and running. That campsite wasn't going to help me anyway, because all the trees are on the west side, so you're never going to get any solar there. So, to fix that issue, let's just reduce the day. And that carrot of being able to complete this in 2 weeks, 14 days, is pretty strong now. My back's crook, my feet are sore, but we're just going to keep rolling. Alright, catch you later. Evening all, the end of day 13, and it became a double day. I don't know, I like the pain and the torture of plus 40 days. So today ended up being a 48 day, and we still had around 900 meters in elevation gain. That was a lot at the start. Out of Samuel Bollard, you do single trail for about 8k's. That's good fun. It's really good. Plenty up and down, but it's good fun. then you hit the logbook, and after the logbook, it's, yeah, you do a little bit of fire trail, which is good nick fire trail, but after that you hit farm paddocks, and that's where hell starts. It is up and it's down, and it's not like single trail where it'll meander you around. There's the fence happened to go up and over the ridge. That's the same direction you're going, off you go. And the rocks were crazy today, so many rocks, all those little bloody fiddly ones that you can't take a proper step. You've got to really pay attention to your foot placement. And that was just rolling hill after rolling hill for ages and ages. It would have been, geez, it would have been 1 o'clock before I'd got out of there, and then had some road walking to get into Bowner campsite. I get the Bowner campsite, and there's a guy there who, you know, already had half a 6-pack emptied and was working on the other one, and his dog just wanted to, you know, it was drooling, it wanted to tear me apart. So I went, I'm not staying there. It's funny because coming up to there, I was walking through what they call a stock reserve, and the stock reserve would have been about 6 k's long, and I could not wait for that 6 k's to finish. I was really struggling to get that done. And then I get to the campsite, that's 33 k's in, and we see what's there, and it's like, well, you can't stay here. And then I have this little moment of, you know, what the hell, what am I going to do now sort of scenario, because I'm done, what am I going to do now? And then, I don't know, not very long after, it would only have been 500 meters later, I stopped, had a drink, something to eat, and I went, alright, let's go for the next one, which is where I am now. I'm at Tabletop Reserve, and we just went for it, straight to here. And all of a sudden I have energy. It's like, what, how do you have energy for the last, what was it, 48 to here? So yeah, 48 to here, that's right, so 48 to here. So, you know, it's like you got another 15 k's on top of what you had before, and you're still, and you were shagged before you even thought about doing the extra 15, but all of a sudden you can do the extra 15 and away you go. And we did the 15 in pretty good time. I mean, we did 48 in 11 hours, so we motored pretty well. And what that's done now is, having that happen, we put 2 days together again, 2 more days together again. So today's 13th, tomorrow's last day. So I get this track done in 2 weeks. 28 k's tomorrow. My feet are screaming right now. They're really disappointed in my choice to go this far. So yes, we're gonna get into some Nurofen and get those to settle down. The good thing, which is like probably the best thing out of what I did today, is that the clothes I've been wearing for the last 13 days, that's it, see you later, they go in the bag. What I'm wearing now, which has been my sleep clothes for the last 13 days, I hike in them the last day, so I have at least something that smells half decent, and you know, it's still hiking gear. I always make sure my sleep gear is still hiking gear, so I can, at worst case, change it out because something bad happened, or do what I'm going to do and have a nice, basically fresh set of clothes for the last day. So that's what I'll be doing. I've already bagged the other ones up. They were in there, celebrated when I did that. So now I'm wearing what I'm going to hike in tomorrow. So yay for that. So I'm going to get up super early. I'm going to set the clock for 4. I'm not eating dinner tonight. All I'm doing is eat. I've had a protein bar. I'm just going to eat some chocolate and drink. That's it. tomorrow when I get up, I'm not going to have a coffee or anything. I'm not going to get out, basically I'm not going to get out the billy and go through all the rigmarole of getting all that stuff going. It's just wake up, pack everything in, go. So I'd like to be gone within 40 minutes of waking up. So here's hoping tomorrow morning is like this morning, where there was zero condensation. It's very windy here. It's been windy ever since I saw the Murray and popped into the valley that the Murray is in. It's just been windy the whole day. It's really windy here, and the Murray is just like, Murray is just over there, and it's not that far away, so it's just windy the whole time. So I don't think I'll get condensation, because just nothing's going to get to stay still. It's just going to constantly come windy the whole day, or the whole evening and the whole night. So, which is fine. If it's not condensation, everything packs up quicker. Away we go. So that is the plan. Get up early, really crack it, use the adrenaline of this being my last day to get through all the aches and pains I'll have from 2 days of plus 40s in a row, because I know I'm going to feel it. I felt it today. I thought, oh my gosh, that 40 yesterday ruined me. I was in heaps of trouble, but yet I'm able to roll out a 40 again today. So I don't know, state of mind, I guess. But the state of mind will be, let's do this as quick as possible. Get to the end, get finished. I've got to get across to the airport then, where my car's in long term, get it and go. On the way home, pick up the food drop that I've left that I need to go and collect. Pick that up on the way home and just chuff home. I'll get home late, but that's fine. The whole thought process is, there's a hot shower. Oh, I've got to have a hot shower. I might just sit in there and wait till the tank's empty of hot water. I think I just need a hot shower, so that's my driving factor. So we'll see how we go. But anyway, today turned out to be good. It's since the single track stopped 8k's into today, there's been nothing to look at, really. There's nothing to look at. But that was the same with the first day. There was really nothing to look at on the first day. Second day there was nothing to look at until you hit the single trail coming into Burrinjuck. So it's just, you're going into town, like coming out of town, going into town. There's just nothing. They're like, you know, they should just give you shuttle buses and bypass that and just get you into the good stuff straight away. But Newcastle was the same. I mean, you did a 45 to get out of Newcastle, and it was just boring town walking, just ugh. And then you had the same on the last day going into Sydney. So, you know, you started in Lane Cove and popped out, and you're in town for pretty much the whole day. So it's just the things. If you have a walk that starts and ends in a town, then you're just gonna have like junk days each end. So I mean, hopefully there's something to take pictures of, and that's the thing. It's getting harder to do any filming, because I mean, geez, do you guys just want to watch me walking down a road? I doubt it. You'd like to see the single trail, or you know, something interesting. And it's just not interesting. It's just black tarmac. So yeah, that's just what it is. Anyway, I have finished my protein bar. Hopefully that feeds my legs a little bit. I'm going to drink a bucket of water. There is a tap over there. I can't get the bottle under it, so I'll have to use the bladder, but that's fine. I can get water and put them into my bottles. Today's water was ridiculous. There was no water. I read in the logbook, the guy who was 4 days before me said, oh, there's a nice little stream. That stream was dry. There was nothing in there when I came through. So things changed in 4 days, but he probably came right at the back of, I might have still got some rain flow. It didn't exist for me. There was no water at all. I ended up getting water at the RFS brigade shed as I was walking into Ballina. I just happened to see a hose on the corner of the wall, and I went, that's water, because I had not seen water, and I was already 300 ml left of all the water I had. That's all I had left, and I was holding that to the point that, you know, I was going to be thirsty, so thirsty, then I'd have to have it, but I was holding on to it. So I just went straight across. As soon as I saw the shed and I saw the hose on the corner, I went, yep, that's water. Across it went, and I got it. But then after that, there's nothing. I mean, the Murray's down, so you can't even see the water. I mean, that's a whole day's walk to get to the water. None of the creeks are flowing, nothing's so dry over this side. When you're on the other side of Samuel Bollard, it's been water. From Yass to there, water. You've never had a problem finding water, it's always been around. From Samuel Bollard this side to Albury, nothing at all. So it's just dry. Absolutely everything's dry. All the creek beds are bone dry. So obviously water's up in the woods, but not down here on the farmlands. So yeah. So anyway, I'll take the opportunity to use the tap here, fill everything up. I'll fill all my bottles up to the maximum, and then I'll go. I mean, the good thing is that at least halfway into my walk, we're in Albury at that point, so I can stop and buy water, buy whatever if I have to. So we'll see. That's probably what we'll do. But it's all about distance in the shortest possible time tomorrow. So we will be booking it. So I've effectively just put sugar into my snacks pocket. I've got 4 gels that were left over that I hadn't used because I've saved 3 days and I didn't use 2 days ago. I had 4. They're all in my bag. I'm just going to run on gels and peanut M&Ms and the Mars bar. That's it. Run. And the Snickers bar, because I'm not going to eat that tonight. That'll go in there as well. So, and that's it. I'll just be sugaring the whole way and going as fast as I can. Get this thing done, get home, have a shower, because I am crying for one right now. Alright, it's late, I'm tired, I need drugs for these legs, so I'll catch you tomorrow. See ya.